Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about today is Pi Network. It's a new cryptocurrency. It's free as of the moment. Everybody's able to mine. It has very limited supply once everything's mined. Pretty much, there's no longer going to be mining after they hit their set amount of users, which will cause it to, fluctuate on price differences. It'll go into multiple phases, phase one being, less than a penny, and then phase two, a few months later, will be a few cents. Phase three, a buck. Phase four, you know, 10, 15. And phase five is when it starts hitting the hundreds, and then phase six is when it gets to the thousands. Right now, you have, 1 to 2 years, maybe three, depending on the amount of users that it ends up getting. I think their limit is 100 million or 1 billion. They already have 12 million practically within a year, and it grew extremely fast. I think it's 100 million. Yeah, I think it's 100 million. But you already have 12 million, so you got 12 million different people, plus, at least, one fourth of them steadily telling people about what Pi Network is. And Pi Network is the app you download from your Google Play Store or your Android Play Store, or not Android Play Store, Google Play Store or iPhone. It is literally you just sign up with either your phone number or your Facebook, get a text code, and then you get a thing where it says like type in a referral link. You can use mine. It's just simpler that way. You will get brought right to the app. You just tap the button. It takes about 5 seconds, and then 24 hours later, you tap the button again. And every hour, you're making like, what is it, like a coin or two. But the more users they get, like let's say like when they hit 20 million, those users won't be making a coin every hour. They'll be making like point 0.4 or point 0.8 of a coin every hour. And basically, the more people you have to get helps you get more coins every hour. It is really just 5 seconds of your day. Out of a whole year, you might be spending like 1 hour of your whole year doing one tap of a button for 5 seconds. That's within 2 years, you accumulate, let's say 100,000 coins, which you would if you were steadily doing it. It was worth $1, it's $100,000, just free money. If you got the $10, it's a million, so on and so forth. 100, that's $10 million off of just 100K coins. But there's gonna be phases. So throughout the decade of 2020 to 2030, you're gonna see this coin hit the market within like 23, 24, And once it hits the market, it's just gonna go up from there. It's like Bitcoin, like Bitcoin started out like I think it was like $1 or something, then it dropped all the way down to like a less than a cent, and then it now hit $40,000. That was inevitable. Like it was going to happen. I seen it. I actually knew somebody when I was younger. He claimed like this has all already been thought of. This has already been in the works before Bitcoin and all these other coins were even on the market. He claimed his dad, worked for the government. I, took it serious. I was in like third grade. I didn't even know what internet was in third grade. And he explained, to the whole group. It's kind of funny because we went to the park, during recess. He's like, everybody, you want to know how to get rich when you're older? And then all the kids came, and then it's like, I'm gonna tell you, does anybody know what Bitcoin is? And I was like, it's a bit of a coin. I was like, I was always that kid to, answer questions and stuff. I think I know what I was talking about, English term, bit and coin, that'd be a piece of a coin. And then he's like, no, it's cryptocurrency. And I was like, crypto. And I was a kid, I thought I was smart. I was like, oh, cryo, like frozen, so it's frozen money. And he's like, no, no. And then basically all the kids are like, no, Bitcoin is a piece of a coin, and they all left. It was like me and one other kid stayed because I was like, all right, this is interesting. I'm I'm not wealthy at all. I'm just lower class. I didn't grow up in a rich home or anything like that. I didn't grow up in like a regular like house or anything like that. And so I was like, all right, well maybe this can help me get my family out of pretty much poverty. And he was like, yeah, in like 10 years, this coin's gonna be worth a dollar. It's gonna drop, and it's gonna go to 20K. It's gonna drop again, and then it's gonna go up to like 40, 50K, and it's gonna drop again, and it's gonna get to like 100K, and it's gonna have a massive drop. I'm like, okay, okay. How do I buy this? What store do I go to buy this? He's like, yeah, go on the internet. I'm like, okay, what the heck's the internet? I'm in third grade. And he's like, it's like dial up at the time or something. He's like, yeah, you gotta like do this, do that, get a computer. I'm like, oh well, I can't afford that. He's like, well, in the future you'll be able to. We'll be able to like, just buy it off the computers. Everybody will have a computer by then. But by the time it blows up, it will you won't be able to get it on your phone by the time it blows up. It will be a little bit until it blows up. Like after it blows up, you'll be able to buy it on your phone. Just like with a click of a button, like you can do it like Bitcoin now on Robinhood and or Webull and stuff like that. Coinbase. Well, Coinbase has been around for a while, and I was like, all right, didn't really comprehend it much, and I, told people for years, invested in Bitcoin, told adults, told my dad, throw $100 in it, and they all tell me, I can do it $100, groceries, I can get groceries. Anyways, the gist of it, Bitcoin made a lot of money, but this is about Picoin, and Picoin's gonna make a lot of money too. But it's gonna be very quick and very simplified. We're at a point where technology is pretty advanced. Came a long way in the past 50, 100 years, even 20 years. And basically, we're going to see Pi probably go to 7K. Could be more. I'm guessing 7,000 a coin. We're going to, you got 100,000 coins at 7,000 a coin. You're rich. And the kid he, back to the kid, we're in third grade, and he claimed his dad was like part of the government. And the kid told me all about Ethereum. Ethereum's gonna go to like 20,000. Um, Bitcoin's gonna hit 100K, and it's gonna drop, and ain't gonna go nowhere for a while. But then it's gonna like massively like be worth well over 100K. He brought up Picoin. He brought up what was it, Dogcoin. Dogcoin's gonna get to like 20, $30. It's gonna drop down to like $4 or $5. It's gonna be like that for the rest of rest of the time. Yeah, there was a few other. Brought up Ripple. Ripple's gonna be similar to Dog. It might be a little bit more. I don't remember it all. I can't remember everything. This is in third grade. I'm a little kid. It's been 15 years probably. But I've always kept it in my mind. I've always thought about it. I never like gave up on it. I wish I would have invested in Bitcoin, but coming from poverty and having limited resources, I wasn't able to, and I didn't have like I didn't even have the comprehension span like to buy Bitcoin, because back in the day it was mining, and then you'd buy it from people on like these third-party websites, and like Silk Road was using it at one point. Yeah, anyways, it was too hard for me. Now it's simplified. Anybody can do it. You could probably teach an elephant to do it if you really wanted to. But Pi, it's gonna go somewhere. It's gonna take a couple of years. You gotta have patience. Stick to your day job. Don't quit your day job and think Pikecoin's gonna blow up in the next week. But this is for like when you're like probably like 28, 30, depending on how old you are, depending on what. Think about it like 4 or 5 years in the future. You won't ever have to work again after that. If you just tap that button once a day, it's really simple. This kid told me like this generation, this 10 years right here, we're gonna have the most amount of millionaires ever made in history. We're already there, but like nothing's gonna ever compete to this. Nothing at all. We will be all well off if we just stick to it. There's gonna be people that are hating on it, but look at all those people that have hate on Bitcoin. They said, "Oh, it's never gonna get to $100, $1,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000." They never said it was gonna hit anything. Same with was it Dogecoin? That they never said it was gonna hit a penny, 2 pennies. It got to 8 cents. I mean, I could have walked away with well, what did I have? I had like $10,000, $11,000 I could have walked away with. I didn't want to. I still don't want to. I'm not gonna walk away unless I'm, at like at least 800K after taxes. And people are like, well, that's kind of like outlandish. I know things. I know in my belief system and what I was told and my belief system, I believe I know what these are going to be worth off of what I was told at such a young age. And everything that kid said to me is true. It's all been proved. Um, so yeah, just follow it and buy Dogecoin. There's gonna be 3 mining apps that are gonna. It's kind of like, all right, here's like a pattern that I kind of see. All right, remember how there's Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin? Those are like the 3 main coins that are still around. And now there's like these new concepted coins where you can mine them from your cell phone. This is gonna be Pi network, B network, and what is the other one? TimeStope. There's basically one's gonna be Bitcoin, one's gonna be Ethereum, one's gonna be Litecoin. That's the gist of it, but at like a smaller amount, at like like no more than 10,000. For the top one, no more than like a couple thousand, couple hundred for the second one, and no more than a few dollars to a few cents for the third one. They're all free to mine. If you mine them all, good. I'm mining them all, just cause there's like nothing you can lose in spending 5 seconds tapping each button and going on with my life every day. Just yeah. If you made it to the end of the video, download Pi Network on the App Store. If you want, I can do a video on the other ones. I can also just put the referral links and for the B network, and then TimeStope, it's a witness link. It's a little bit different. TimeStope's really interesting. They all have different pros and cons. I might just I was gonna call this video all three. I'm gonna probably make this video 20 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna put it as all three. So I'm just gonna explain a couple of the pros and cons. Pi, it's backed by people that have there's a face to this crypto. They have PhDs. They invented it. B, there's like no face. TimeStope, I don't think there's a face either. The cool thing about TimeStope, it's kind of cool. The pro and con of it is the more you tap that button every day, the more points you get for like your like lifespan on the app. If you're I'm just gonna call it lifespan, I don't remember the term. But if it hits 0, your account is deleted. So I think there's gonna be value in that off of the sheerness of it just having that capability just to wipe